Video from the last hour shows nearly a dozen buses leaving a Marine base in 29 Palms, the same location where U.S. officials have confirmed 700 Marines have been mobilized to assist in Los Angeles. President Trump has also ordered more National Guard troops to respond to the unrest. Right now, they're tasked with protecting federal buildings and employees. Over the past few nights, the protests have at times become violent, with dozens of arrests being made.
But in Central California, a demonstration in Fresno today remained peaceful. Action News anchor Nick Garcia is live in downtown Fresno tonight with how the day unfolded here at home and in the Southland. Nick?
Right, Warren, Margot, over the past few years, we've seen the federal courthouse here serve as a venue for protests regarding decisions made by the federal government. That was the case today, billed as an anti-ICE rally and protest. It started at noon and lasted well into the evening hours, but like we said there, did remain peaceful, a contrast to what we've seen unfold in Los Angeles. Monday's protests in Los Angeles notably calmer than those over the weekend, but there were still defiant demonstrators. Sunday, several cars torched and the 101 freeway taken over by crowds. Some people throwing objects at officers. The LAPD using flashbangs and less lethal ammunition to try dispersing the crowd. The unrest in response to several ICE raids throughout Southern California beginning on Friday.
The people that are causing the problem are professional agitators, they're insurrectionists, they're bad people, they should be in jail.
President Donald Trump bypassing Governor Gavin Newsom to deploy thousands of National Guard troops who are now protecting federal buildings in downtown LA. Now 700 Marines are on their way to assist them.
The introduction of federal military personnel without direct coordination creates logistical challenges and risks confusion during critical incidents.
The LAPD and LA Mayor Karen Bass insisting local law enforcement can handle the protesters, while denouncing the violence and calling President Trump's moves an overreach.
It makes me feel like our city is actually a test case for what happens when the federal government moves in and takes the authority away from the state or away from local government.
The California Republican Party releasing a statement saying in part, quote, "What we saw in Los Angeles was not a peaceful protest, it was organized crime." Going on to say, the American people voted to remove criminal illegal immigrants from our country. The president must be allowed to enforce the law, end quote.
No hate, no ICE.
In Fresno, a demonstration against the president's immigration enforcement, people upset with the mass arrests.
Don't you have a heart? Like, doesn't it hurt to see people being separated like that? You know? Just imagine, like, your kid, like, alone.
Governor Newsom on X calling for President Trump to call off the National Guard and Marines, adding, quote, "Chaos is exactly what Trump wanted, and now California is left to clean up the mess." And California is now suing the Trump administration over the federalization of the National Guard, claiming that move was illegal. We'll continue to track that for you, along with these protests happening throughout the state, which could very well go on for days. Live in downtown Fresno, I'm Nick Garcia, ABC 30 Action News.